Alright, it's been a long time. I can get back to Genshin. I don't know, from what I remember, is like I've played this when it was uh Venti era. So basically 1.0, then I've had a 2 year hiatus of Genshin, and then I've played again for on that I'm fortunately uh, became a main of Hutao when I went back, and now I'm here. And this is my friends keep telling me that I have that there's a Zabai banner in Genshin, and I'm like trying to keep up on like lore behind the scenes, but like I'm so curious, so that's why I've like re-download Genshin again. So sure, let's go, Paimon.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
The double P are back.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
Please give us the Mora. I'm lacking.
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
That's so funny. I have the same hairstyle as Catherine right now. Actually, no. I have the same short length as Lumine.
But...
But
feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
unusual how?
Take a look around, huh?
Hmm. That person? You want? No, that's not it.
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Are they dating?
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down?
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
Oh my god, are they falling out?
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
In the chat. If your girl suddenly goes this, that means there's something else what's happening like, behind the scenes. I'm like, oh my god,
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
I cheated. I'm joking.
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
I found another better man than you, Quinn. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm going. This is what happens when I'm like writing a story down and I'm running out of materials. That's why I just put drama over drama in what I'm writing.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Wait, are you sure they're not dating? I got friend zone. I knew it.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I see that. I can't believe it.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Oh my god, the city of freedom is going to a city of despair. What happened? Did Venti do something? Like, is he drunk? Is he drunk? Wait, he's always drunk and people are happy. Is he gone serious?
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
And that's what you call stress.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually really true.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Are you sure you went to a correct doctor?
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
You went to Fate too? Oh no, and it didn't work.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Which one? Tell me the details. I want tea.
Sorry, this is for me to figure out.
Damn
It
it.
is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
Uh-oh, not Donna.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
You mean that?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's odd.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Huh? Hey,
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
oh,
I'm flattered, Miss Donna. Although, I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first, a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
oh my god. Did my red flags change? Oh no.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
Did I just came in to like Windbloom having Valentine's Day? Was that everything that I missed? Like Windbloom is like doing a Valentine's Day event. Why is this everything about? I'm right now. I'm feeling single right here. Good thing I have Paimon. Rather than putting them in, putting her into like a emergency food situation, you will be like my emergency partner at this time. Dear God.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
Oh my God. Since when you know how loveless marriage, you know? Did you read any novels then that Miss not Sakura, Yai Miko wrote in Inazuma?
But then I saw you. And it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just
Love
a
at
feeling.
sight. a new sparkle, or you just have a thing with the brothers.
I understand, and I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Is it wrong for me that Kaya that I know of is like, mischievous and all sorts? Now he's mature. I think I have been gone for so long that I've noticed them quite maturing.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Surprise, surprise!
Not at all. You
Oh,
are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
well, I've been very special. All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius?
The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters.
That's interesting.
Ah, Kaya. You found them.
Oh my god, it's Yula.
Yep. I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Did Varka come around? I haven't met this guy, but I know his existence.
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
And why is your name Note?
Allow me. You have Note, captain of the second company, Skyron, captain of the third company, Eula, captain of the fourth company, and me, of course, captain of the ninth company.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait. You have. So, is the first company Varka? Man. Oh, shoot. Kaya is ninth. I feel like if this goes like Fatui Harbingers, he's the lowest.
Oh, you're all captains?
Wow.
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean!
Wait, if all the captains are there, then what captain is Jean? Because Grandmaster is Varka, and Jean is the acting Grandmaster. What? What happened to your voice lines, Jean? What happened? Oh, Traveler Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There's a tons of people outside. Ah, yes, that would be it. The captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. I will take up on the thing that I will voice Jean. There has been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Avonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I haven't gone to No, I have gone Mondstadt. I haven't gone to Fontaine. I haven't seen the waters over there. I can understand the confusion, but you've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, the majority of the cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order, and the church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial in both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Do you need a witness? I can be one. Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now. There's something's missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there!
I didn't know that. I just know he's like an alchemist in Dragon's Spine. Ah, keen observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly I called you here. In the upcoming trial against the... What? Excuse you? It's against Captain Albedo? In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Oh, that's what I thought. I'm like, what?
Jean, it's time.
Understood, traveler. Paimon, come with me. What the frick happened? What did I miss? I swear if it's like one of those events that holds like a main story. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm no matter what we hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. Is it? Oh my god. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Daya, deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As the representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face! Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, oh, now the captain of logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed?
Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Herta, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Huh. The only unethical in this case would be Sucrose's, like, experiments.
Murder?
Shh. Paimon.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendants southeast of the city gates. dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice. So is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body.
Wait, I just realized. I think I know what body is this one. I will tell. Well, I will tell from the quest itself, but I probably know which body it is. It's just a hunch of mine. I don't know what happens after it.
Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Now I turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. Oh my god, Albedo doesn't have a voice. Oh my god, you know what? Well, I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Avonia's headquarters.
That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I do not kill a single person. An head of and a captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
What the fuck? Was he charged again?
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
You know, at this point, it's probably and I'm like referring this to the second dragon spine events. So, there's usually events in like dragon spine that involves albedo, and it's always that one. And one of the context of it is like there was two albedos. One is probably a part of Duran's soul that is like turned into like what looked like albedo but without a diamond crest in their neck. So that's probably one of it, and I don't know what's after. So we can just proceed. If I'm correct, maybe that is one of it. Do you look?
Please tell the court what you saw.
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male. Tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Well, I thought it's like one is weird, two is a coincidence, three is like something is sus. Was that the correct like saying of it? But I don't remember.
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll.
Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is?
A crate.
What looks like the teeth and femur of a human.
Oh.
Now, it does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that.
Careful now, Master Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
What? Oh my god. Did something in the alchemy gone wrong and the Knights of Favonius finally see how Sucruse's experiments come to play?
Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy.
A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning.
Why did the discussion last so long?
Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning, with Mr. Albedo present.
Oh my god, even Sucrose. That's right. We're in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
And yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Hertug, open your ears. Dear Lord, she's been saying She's like doing extensive research at that time. Do you not hear what she said? Are you actually awake, Sucrose?
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I... I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. Alright, Sucrose, you don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo, I see then. I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know. I'm claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the persecution's argument has its own holes. There will be no mention of motive or what exact method could reduce the human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondent. Oh no, that envelope just looks like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive on the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. The court finds the defendant guilty. Objection! I'm joking. The people are in attendance without pure shock. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or an appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken to the headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come into light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know too well. But the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
It is the only thing I can go on is like the clone what happened in that second or third like Dragon Spine event that concluded there. It's one that the Cinnabar Spindle, the onslaught weapon, came to light. The decomposition of that remain is his clone. He's been trying to do a synthetic like creation. Albedo told me his secret once that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy that could have something to do with this case. Exactly. That's like what happened. I'm so happy that it came to light now. But what? The following of Ra- I can't pronounce that word. Gold. I guess I can go for the nickname of the witch. I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's part. She's part of the coven. Okay. In the following Gold's footsteps, just because he's an alchemical creation, that would only make him more suspicious. God, not you too, Rosario. Well, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
She was there behind us, Paimon. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along for us. Yes, you are needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on. Time is like wind. It waits for no one. Oh my god. Unless... Oh my god, this is a good plot twist. Unless the person they've arrested is the clone, then the real Albedo is somewhat... that means the real Albedo is in Star Snatch Cliff the entire time. Or he's like hiding. I knew it! I knew it! Yes! Let's see. The Shadows amid snowstorms review. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, and only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite, Albedo disappearing after a chat outside of the cave but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Yula encountered Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away. What the fuck? I forgot that happened. And he attacked Yula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopper Flower, posing as him. Yet there's more than two wearing that face on the mountain. Yes, I was so correct. I was so correct. I'm so happy to be correct for this once. I have never been so more correct than ever. I'm so glad that I have remembered that uh, that event was so way back when I still remember to this day, even though I've quitted this game long ago. I'm so grateful. Albedo, I know you're... Oh, you're not. Never mind, you're Bendy. You're Bendy. Gosh darn it, I thought I was correct.
traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Yes.
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Oh.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Did you forgot?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
You called us so we could meet Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
So basically, Dahlia is a babysitter.
Wait then, you know about...
Surprising. Not a lot of people know.
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you. Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
You should be drinking by now, Venti. It's so surprising that you're sober.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
Yeah, the VA is having fun with this.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
No.
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say.
Let him be, Paimon. He's never that part.
A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it. If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know. Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold! Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty! Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device. So, this thing
Dodo.
belongs to you now? We're old pals. don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days.
That means you haven't asked. That means you haven't asked Alice.
Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
It's actually really funny. You haven't asked Alice. If you cheeky Archon, you haven't asked Alice. What do you mean you're borrowing?
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Oh, you give him too much credit.
Actually, that is true. There is something that he won't do is like disrupt the fate of people. Unless he knows something that will happen if like Albedo did end up being guilty.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the Animal Archon.
Is that so? Oh, I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Hi, so looking like
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is harder for me to accept anyone. But Varka once said Albedo is different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. You mind giving me a moment, everyone? Private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask.
Like Jean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal. And I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need you two to start investigating the case. Yes,
Investigate.
it's also time for you to get involved.
Do you want us to join the joint investigation?
No. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know.
I know it's against the spirit of the season to ask you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I know you'll get the bottom of this, traveler, but you never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service, all the same. I'm expecting a retrial, and then you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. I'm counting on you. Is that the secret room? Oh, I'm so happy. Can I go up now? It's higher. Wait, I can go here. It's in the second floor. It's in that one. Can I go here? No, that means that's the higher ranks. Alright. There we go.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Ah.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
At least it's not a camp, for sure.
All right. I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it.
Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find.
Well, this book. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy and environmental science and life as science. Some of the pages have been marked with the alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Okay, then we go left. Okay. So there's the letter. A locked box sits on the desk. The latch bears a signs of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid is remained wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave it in a hurry and didn't have much time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials and arcane formation requires of a human transportation. The formation on these records likely originated from the Kandrian art of Kamya, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time. Cannot I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions. As thanks for your past assistance, I've enclosed the records within this letter. But that's not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical of your own. The idea of the dynamics of the creator and the creations could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even within a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name. That one appears on a alchemy book nearby. Skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. Person is likely a friend of Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but the letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, the technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought during the trial. The tube on the shelf with some black powder residue off the bottom. Next lies a neatly written note. Chalk. Next stage after soil. But the current available research materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
After I moved the desk looks empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover to strike the desk. Resulting in noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but an experienced adventurer sounds like it's too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk. I need to look at the research notes. Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful, and neat, with a certain elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, "Putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-stimulation to process of life. Highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within the extreme short period of time, turning to dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating to the air."
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
Does appear a compartment added to one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex, but it seems to involve elemental power. In some way, perhaps you could try using the power of the Geo. Which is so funny, because Lumine's power right now is Hydro. The hidden compartment opens. Oh, that means oh my god, that means you can actually use the Geo without going and resonating to the Statue of the Seven. Oh my god. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Oh. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the result of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go far as one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. It's hard pill to swallow, but if the result of the joint investigations are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location, or at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Do 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 go.
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer. How's the investigation going? Find anything? Oh, we found stuff, all right. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Yep. My God. It was making me like nerve-wracking. Why am I playing this at like 2:15 in the morning? Like I might as well put my glasses on and probably sit down.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
Sure what you learned with Venti?
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
I don't think the handwriting was fake, and the note sounds so like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yes.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason. Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts. Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
That's suspicious. Does that mean you've heard everything for the entire time? Oh my God. You made the investigation much more complicated.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
The fact that you look so distraught. Well, anxious at the moment.
Hold on! You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.